I'm Randy and I make candy, and tonight I'm making peanut butter and banana cups. Stick around. Greetings, my confectionery compadres, and welcome to Randy Makes Candy, where I help you make tasty treats that people love to eat. In the last episode, I made a chocolate banana fudge that was reminiscent of a frozen banana dipped in chocolate and sprinkled with crushed peanuts. I mentioned that the fudge was going to be an ingredient in this week's tasty treat and invited you to guess what it might be. Well, no one guessed correctly, but you did give me some great ideas that could very well end up being in future episodes, so thank you for that. Tonight we're going to make something similar and yet quite different to commemorate the birthday of the king. Stick around after the episode and I'll explain more. As always, I'd love to hear about your results if you decide to make your own peanut butter and banana cups, as well as suggestions for other recipes you'd like to see in future videos. For this recipe, I'm using 1½ cups of chocolate, 1/4 cup of creamy peanut butter, 2 tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons of powdered sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 tablespoon of corn syrup, and some of the fudge from the previous episode. I'm also using some bowls, a silicone mold, a cooling rack, a couple of spatulas, a cutting board, a sheet of SilPat, and a small round pastry cutter. Okay, let's make some candy. Make the fudge using the recipe from last week's episode. What I did was pour a thin layer of fudge into a 6x6 pan, then the rest in an 8x8. The fudge in the 6x6 is what I'll be using tonight. Another option would be to just use the 8x8 pan. In a bit, I'll describe how that would work. Temper the chocolate, then put the mold on a rack and fill the cavities, making sure the chocolate goes all the way to the rim. Flip the mold over and let the chocolate drain out onto the SilPat. Tap the bottom of the mold to help the chocolate find its way out. Tidy up the rack and the mold, then leave the chocolate in the mold and on the SilPat to set. Remove the fudge from the 6x6 pan and use the pastry cutter to cut some discs. Another method would be to forego the 6x6 pan entirely and just take some small bits of fudge from the 8x8 pan and form them into discs. Put the peanut butter into the microwave for a few seconds to make it easier to mix, then add in the powdered sugar, salt, and corn syrup, then give it a good mix. When the chocolate is set, add a fudge disc to each cup. Take some peanut butter filling and place it on the fudge, making sure you don't go above the top of the chocolate cup. Remelt the chocolate that was drained onto the SilPat, then pour it over the peanut butter filling, making sure it gets all the way to the rim of the cup, and leave it on the counter to set. And that's it. Okay, let's have a taste. Sláinte vá. Snappy chocolate, chewy fudge, creamy peanut butter, very nice texture combination. Sweet and salt pair well. As always, the chocolate, banana, and peanut butter flavors are all there, but none are overpowering. Yeah, you really ought to try these. January 8th marks the birth of the king of rock and roll, Elvis Aaron Presley. One of his favorite foods was the fried peanut butter and banana sandwich. No one really knows where the original idea came from, but a BBC 4 documentary titled The Burger and the King, The Life and Cuisine of Elvis Presley, claims that it was the brainchild of Mary Jenkins Langston, Elvis's personal chef. Langston said if he wanted them in the morning when he woke up, I'd have to fix them. If he wanted them at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'd still have to fix them. Whenever he'd get a taste for them, he'd call down, and that's what he wanted, close quote. By the way, full transparency here, I did not come up with the idea to make Elvis's favorite sandwich into a candy. Back in 2007, Reese's put out a collector's edition of the candy as an homage to the king. Once again, my hat's off to you, Reese's. If you enjoyed your time here in the Candy Kitchen, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for sticking around, and I hope you'll join me next time. 1/4 cup of creamy peanut butter. Creamy. I'll have a blue Christmas without you.